Hi everyone. I just thought we'd give an update from some of the announcements from last week, the government assistance packages. There've been some updates over the weekend. It's really important that our business clients understand what that means for them and how they access them. So from last week, one of the big ones was for employers with pay-as-you-go withholding. Last week that was for a maximum of 25,000. There's been a significant jump with that to a maximum of $100,000 per employer. There's a minimum amount they can receive of 20,000. So that's changed significantly. That money will be paid over a period of time, starting from the March activity statement all the way through to the September activity statement. It's actually gone up from a 50% of pay-as-you-go withheld to 100%. So it's really important that we do some planning around this. Just make sure you're getting the maximum benefit here. The way that you access it, it's a little bit complicated. But just making sure that everyone's entitled to the amount that they can get. One of the other things, the apprentices and trainees, there's no real changes here. That's still a maximum of $21,000 per eligible apprentice and trainee. The instant asset write-off, there's no changes here either. It's still up to $150,000. The backing business investment that was announced last week as well hasn't changed. They've introduced the small medium entity guarantee scheme. So what that is the government are guaranteeing 50% on unsecured loans, and that's going to be operated through the banks, and it's up to $250,000. So businesses they need to still satisfy banking criteria for lending, but the banks have been instructed to actually look through this initial period we're in at the moment with the coronavirus out to the other end and making sure that still businesses will be able to satisfy repayments in order to get this. So the loans will be up to 3 years. There's no repayments for the first 6 months. And I think what will happen is when we come out of this, there'll be renegotiating the loan for further periods, or if there's security, you can get the interest rate down by having a secured loan. So for some businesses, this is going to be a really good lifeline just to get through this cash flow period. For sole traders and self-employed, the initial announcements, the first round of announcements, there wasn't really a lot here. They've now expanded this so that for self-employed and sole traders can access the job seekers payment. That can range from sort of $500 to $700 depending on whether you're partnered or singled. And also there's a coronavirus supplement of $550 per person per fortnight as well. The way you access that is through Centrelink or MyGov. So that'll be an important measure. There's also early access to super. So you can take out up to $10,000 for this financial year, and a further $10,000 next financial year, which finishes the 30th of June. The 30th of September. There's eligibility. This is not. Everyone doesn't actually have access to this. So it's the unemployed, whether you're eligible to receive job seekers payment. The other ones are that on or after 1st of January, you're made redundant, working hours are reduced by 20% or more. And if you're a sole trader, that your business was suspended, there was a reduction in turnover of 20% or more. So there's a lot of changes here. I think the important thing is just to get in touch with us, have a chat. We'll do some planning. We'll help you just to make sure that you've got access to all the entitlements entitled to. There are some opportunities as well for structuring around this. So it's a really scary time at the moment for businesses and employees and the like. And I think with some of these measures, it's certainly going to help, and it's certainly going to be needed in business. So give us a call, get in touch, and hopefully you found this information useful.